Those mathematicians thought they were going to be able to keep this a secret from everybody, but it's a good thing that I was able to research it and find it. Where do you guys think I found it?
Internet?
The internet. The internet's a good place for research. We got to make sure we know our sources are credible sources. Okay, so on the back side, we're going to review what we just worked on, and then in a minute we're going to work on some of our guided practice problems, and we're going to do them on the board. So in the first box, we're going to write in the rest of the slope-intercept formula. So right now we have y is equal to m. We don't know what that one is, and we don't know what that one is. Joey, do you remember what this one is? What goes next to the m?
X.
Right. Y is equal to mx plus Katie?
B.
B. Okay, so the whole formula would be, we're going to write that on our next line. We can use these later when we're working on our problems. Y is equal to mx plus b. If we want, we can write slope-intercept in here again, just to remind ourselves if we're not sure what we were working on. Okay. And Katie, do you remember what does the m stand for in the y equals mx plus b?
Move. Move.
Move. Which also is a fancy way for slope. We'll put that in brackets. Okay. Joey, do you remember what does the b stand for in the y equals mx plus b?
Prize.
I think that was part of the moving. So right now we're working on the b.
Begin.
Good job. And another way to say that is that that's the y-intercept. Katie, do you remember what the y-intercept means? On my graph, if I have a graph and I need a beginning point, where is my y-intercept going to be?
At the very center.
That's going to be 0, 0 is where you begin on all graphs, but where I'm going to begin with my line. That's my B point, which is also my y-intercept. Is that going to cross the y-axis, or do you think it'll cross the x-axis?
The y-axis.
Yeah, it's going to begin on the y-axis. It's the y-intercept. Intercept means it's crossing something. Almost like intersect, like an intersection, but this is intercept. So it'll always, my y-intercept is always going to be on the y-axis. So you remember that with the y right there. So that's an example. Okay, so we have a little mini quiz for one question. When you're graphing a linear equation, what should you begin with? Go ahead and take a second, and then we're going to circle the one that we think is the right answer. I'm going to do thumbs up, thumbs down.